Does anyone here have children?
Yes.
No.
Y'all don't have to be. You don't have to be ashamed.
Yes.
You raise your head. You raise your head like the child is in the car with the windows rolled up. He was like, How many kids you got?
One.
Just the one. That was enough, huh? How old is that kid?
7 months.
So you might have some more down the line.
Yeah.
And you a single parent? You married? You with the dad or the mom?
Married.
Oh, you're married.
Yes.
Okay, how's that working out?
It's good.
Okay, now is he here?
No, his sister.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's monitoring. She's like sending back texts like, yeah, she's a good one. Keep her. Are you happy that you had the kid? Be honest.
Yes.
You can be honest. Well, I'm not gonna rat you out here.
Happy. Yes.
And when you were pregnant, were you like, this is great? Were you like, I'm over this?
I liked being pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna help out with the next one, okay? She's like, I like being pregnant. What can I say? Put a baby in me. I was really offended because I have a lot of lesbian friends who are couples. I do, and not a single one of them has ever asked me for my semen. I have this other friend who got asked twice in 1 year, and he obliged both times. Now he is 6'5", and he is a blonde white man with a master's degree in music. I'm 6'2". I'm not tiny. You know what I mean? And I think I'm pretty successful and smart. And I was really hurt and harsh with the fact they did not want my semen. Who else here has kids? Parents always sound tired. Their parents are never like, yeah. They're always like, Like, I paid somebody $60 an hour just to be here. I'm already regretting. I have to go. And I think that there's this weird conversation about whether or not drag queens want something to do with your children, which is weird to me because I was advertising a show. The first comment I got was, not around my kids. So I wrote back and I was like, what? And this wrote back, not around my son. I was like, you think I want to hang out with your son? I was like, his dad doesn't want to hang out with him. You think I want to hang out with your son? For free? You just want kids to come to your drag show. Baby, think that through. You think I want a kid? If you don't have $1, you can't come to my show. Are you going to tip me in Robux? Sit your little ass down. Give me a $1. They're trying to recruit our kids. We're not accepting new applicants at this time, okay? We got a lot of problem with the ones who made it through the process earlier. They want our kids. I used to work with kids. I did. I actually worked with kids for a long time. I used to work in children's theater. There was a period of time where I was like, my life's gonna be all about kids. I'm gonna work in education. I'm gonna work in educational theater. I'm gonna teach kids stuff. And then I started doing drag, which is basically children's theater for adults. Let's be honest. It's like, Sparkle, can you say? It is. Drag queens, they think you're stupid. They're like, you need us, and you couldn't do it without us. And for the most part, we're right. And to be honest, so there was this period of time where the legislators in Florida passed this law where no children and drag queens can be in the same place at the same time. This law still stands. And when I first heard the law, I was like, you guys, like, what do you, and then I was like, let's hear them out. Hold on, wait, let her cook! You know what I mean? I think I could really reach across the aisle on that one, you know what I mean? Because, and I want to be clear, it is not because I think that drag queens are dangerous to children. I think children are dangerous to drag queens. They're unsanitary, unnecessary. One time I was at the airport, out of drag. This is a very important part of the story, out of drag. And I'm non-binary, but it's giving butch, okay? And this kid walked up to me with bugles on his finger, eating bugles, wearing like little witch claws. I was at the Hudson News, and this kid walked up to me and went, "How long have you been pregnant?" I was like, first of all, very progressive. Wow, that's really, you were raised right. You were raised right. You didn't assume anything. You better work. Second of all, sit your little. That's my go-to. That's my go-to with kids. I gotta be honest. I mean, is anyone here thinking about is anyone here thinking about having a kid but hasn't had one? No one wants to bring kids to the world anymore. You thinking about it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was sinister the way you said it. That was a little Catholic the way you said it. I don't know. Yes. No, you think what do you think about like adopting or like impregnating? Are you straight?
No.
Okay, good. But you're straight. No one's perfect. So how are you thinking about having a kid? Are you with someone right now?
No.
Oh my God. You want to be a single parent?
If it happens that way.
Oh my God. Have you ever had a single parent be like, it's so easy and fun? Have you had a single parent be like, I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. What do you do for a living?
I'm a producer.
A producer? Oh. Only rich people think about having kids. Only people who are well off are like, you know what? Life's not crazy enough. Let's throw a child in the mix while I'm at things. And why do the rest of you not want kids? Like, why do you? What is it about not with kids that makes you like, I'm not interested? You can be honest. Talk to me.
I'm broke.
You're broke. That's super valid. That's you? And you straight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am. You ever had a pregnancy scare?
Yeah.
You have? Was you panicking?
Yeah.
Like what? Was you trying to talk her out of it? Like what happened with it? What was this?
Oh.
Yeah, what happened?
No, okay, don't fight. Don't fight. That was a JK. You kidding? That was a scripted line, and you got the role. Good job. I feel bad for teachers. Teachers are doing the Lord's work. Like literally, all teachers do is literally shape the minds of practically every single person in the nation. And they're like, can we please have pencils? I think I was like, we'll check up on those pencils, but we're passing out guns next week. Like, what is going on? And I have a little theory and a system about kids. Here's not just kids, but people in general. When it comes to bad people who are indeed like the worst people in the world, there's a list. At the very top of the list, for me, this is adults who harm children. And then right under that, it's gonna be like domestic terrorists. Right under that, it's gonna be like, criminals who like scam people out of their money. And then like literally right under that, 7th graders. Y'all, I do not know what goes on in the body of a 7th grader, but these are demons. We need to release some K-pop singers in a middle school to take care of these demons. It's not okay. And I remember, I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and I need to preface this. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. You all heard that. Thank you. So I moved to Atlanta in 7th grade. And when I got there, I moved from LaGrange, Georgia. I was the new kid there. I was like, I had a very thick Southern accent, thicker than it's a different, Atlanta's a very like city Southern accent. And then outside you have this like yuck mouth weird. It gets crazier when you spread out from Atlanta, because Atlanta's the biggest city in the South. The South, Jasmine, sorry. So, when I got there, I'm gay. I was also in 7th grade. To give you a point of reference, I was 6'2", 125 pounds with my afro. I looked like a struck match. I was so thin. I was such an easy target. I was so flamboyant, so over the top. So obviously, they're gonna make fun of me. Obviously, right? But let me tell you right now, baby, I have never shied away from a battle of the wits. Let me tell you right now, unfortunately for the world, my gift is that I can make you feel bad about yourself really easily. I've been able to do this for a really long time. It's truly a gift, and I try to only use it for good. So I'm in class, and this guy starts making fun of me. Gay this, that, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, okay, let me scan the area. Let me gather my data, and let me zone in. And he had this pimple, this huge pimple on his head, this massive, I said, oh baby, this pimple is about to let have. I was going in, this boom, your pimple's so big, it's got its own area code, bing, bop, boom, you're done. I'm going off, I'm nicknaming it, I'm going crazy. I'm saying it looks like the monsters in Space Jam. I'm letting him have it. This pimple I'm like, oh, and then he shuts the fuck up. I'm like, yeah. And I go about my business. He never harassed me. He never bothered me again. Y'all, the next year, the pimple, not a pimple, it's a brain tumor. I didn't fucking know. What was I supposed to do? I was defending myself. They didn't want to try to make me feel bad about it. There was a lot of situations in school where people kept trying to make me feel bad, and I was like, I swear, I'm just trying to defend myself. Like, one of our friends in school passed away tragically. It was very tragic. It was very sad. He passed away. Let's just say his name is Carl, right? So Carl passed away. We get to class. Carl was in his class, and then the teacher was like, hey, guys, there will be no, we're not going to do any work today because I know that Carl passed away. We're just going to reflect. We're gonna spend time with each other. Like, oh, thank you, this is great. And the good, we have a day off, this is fine. And then I just said, and by the way, I know, I want you to know that I hear it now, how annoying this kid is, but at the time, I was literally just in 8th grade, so please don't, because this teacher gave out homework, and I said, so is there no homework today? Which, I mean, come on. And then my teacher goes, how could you think about homework when your friend is dead? And I just said, he was not my friend. And everyone's like, oh, I said he was a bully. I'm not glad he's dead. I'm just clarifying, that was not my friend. Guess you're not supposed to say that, apparently. Who here works with children? Y'all sound tired too. What do you do? What do you do? You scared to say?
I'm a school teacher.
Oh, you're a school teacher? What grade?
I do 6th and 5th.
6th and 5th, right before the badness.
2nd and 3rd.
Right before, and you do 2nd and 3rd. My kind of obsession with the thought process about specifically kindergartners is they actually don't know anything. Like, y'all, I don't think you realize how much of your socialization is actually happening in school. Like, they don't, just raising your hand, you don't raise your hand at home. You learn this. You could tell these kids anything you want, and they would believe you. They used to tell us stuff. Do y'all remember when our teachers told us stuff, and then later they were like, actually, not true. Not a true statement. We thought Pluto was a planet forever. And they were like, drop this bomb, not even a planet. Basically a big moon. I was like, that feels upsetting. They were like, do you remember they told us that there was a period of time they were like, you could never regrow your brain cells. There's nothing you can do. Your body will never regrow brain cells, and that's why you shouldn't do drugs. And then we found out you can. So I was like, so now what's your excuse? I'm gonna huff computer duster now. I'm like, that was was your only way to stop me? Well, baby, find out what. Welcome back, Jasmine W, y'all. Okay, now I want y'all to actually prepare some questions right now because Jasmine is indeed a mother.
Yes. I don't recommend it.
Immediate, I don't recommend it.
I don't recommend it. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to. You don't have to do it.
But here's the question. I mean, it's got to be expensive.
Oh yeah, incredibly. Yeah.
But also, I feel like no one talks about, not enough, how expensive a child really is.
Yeah.
Like, what if your kid wants to play piano?
Yeah. I will say, school. My kid is 3. School is like $2,500 a month.
For a 3-year-old?
Yes.
I'd be like, let's talk about the iPad. Miss Rachel,
Yeah.
sit down. I feel like I was just watching PBS and Power Rangers. Now, I'm not saying I'm an example. And look how I turned out.
Nobody asked you for your sperm, but I'm like, I love Bob to death, but who want a little Bob? Like, actually? Like, you don't want no little Bob. Come on now.
The truth is, I was a horrible child. My mother actually said to me, she said, if I was the second child, I'm my mother's youngest, I'm my father's oldest. My mother actually said to me, she said, if you would have been my first child, your brother never would have been born. That is how bad of a child I was. I had a very strange obsession with flushing things down the toilet.
Oh my God.
I snatched my mom's earrings directly out of her ears on multiple occasions. Not out of anger, not in 10th grade. Like as a baby. I feel like I need to add context. I was like, I can't have a PlayStation? As a baby. So and I talk to him. I ask a lot of questions.
Yeah. All kids do.
But because we don't know anything, because
Yeah.
they don't. I was reverting back to my child state in a second. Because they don't know anything.
I know. I answer all of my child's questions. Like, I never, I really answer all of my child's questions. But, like, at some point, you'd be like, can I get 2 minutes of silence? 2 minutes of silence. And my kid be like, but why?
Do you ever make up answers when you don't know?
I know. I say I don't know. I don't make up answers. I be like, baby, I don't know. I say, let's ask Siri. And me and my kid do a thing where we say, hey, Siri, what is a rainbow? Like, my kid will be like, if I say I don't know, my kid will be like, let's ask Siri.
Let me see. But when I was a kid, I was like, let's ask that paperclip on... Let's ask that paperclip on Microsoft what he's up to these days. When I was a kid, I would ask my mom a lot. The librarians at my school used to call me the detective. That's how many questions they were like, oh, here comes the detective. And one time my mom was dressed in a Halloween costume, and I said, Mom, what are you? She said, I'm a hooker. I'm like a prostitute. And I said, oh, okay. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, everything you're wearing is something I've seen someone else wear. Like, I've seen someone wear a skirt like this. I've seen someone wear I'm like, so what makes this a prostitute? Like, I was like, is it the skirt? She goes, no. You can wear this skirt and not be a prostitute. You don't have to be a hooker. I said, okay, is it the shirt? She goes, no. This shirt, is the wig? No, it's not, everyone wearing a wig. And I kept asking, because I needed it. I was like, how can you tell? And then she was like, the fishnets! Chris, it's the fishnets. And do you know I was 18 years old before I found out that was not true? Everybody was like, look at this hooker